So the subject of today's Elden Ring video is the Talisman Millicent's Prosthesis. Now what it does is raise our dexterity by an additional 5 points, but also raises the attack power of successive attacks by 4, 6 and 11% respectively. Paired with the weapon art Eoshade's Dancing Blade on our Regalia of Eoshade, this can be quite a lethal combination. With that in mind, let's get cracking. Introducing the man, the myth, the legend, Barry the Bandit. Light on vigor, big on hearts, Barry's a master of stealth, lethal with a bow and knife, sharp sticks and even harsh language. For this series we're going to focus on Arcane and Dexterity as our primary damage dealing stats, with a heavier focus on Arcane as we head into the late game. Throughout the playthrough we shall be covering a wide variety of weapons with an emphasis on the aforementioned damage dealing stats, as well as taking advantage of the Dragon Communion Incantations to add support damage. My name is Nutbudgie. This is Barry. Welcome to How to Build a Bandit. Right, okay, so today we're going to commit a murder, but I promise you it's for a very good reason, but I guess the murderer would say that, wouldn't they? Before we do that though, there's a couple of things we want to take care of. We're going to swap our equipment out to our usual loadout. We'll be experimenting in the last video, but I want to get moving with what... We've got a lot to cover this video actually. The title of the video is Millicent's Prosthesis, but we're actually going to cover a lot more. We're going to pick up a fair few items. What I want to do with the icon shield... Yeah. We're going to upgrade the Partisans plus 15 this video, and we're also going to upgrade this to plus 5. Because its guard boost is 15. The highest guard boost this can get is 64, but with the Great Shield Talisman it can be quite useful. Because it's a Great Shield, it works better against some enemies. Yeah. It's surprisingly good. What you pay for. We're going to break tradition here and craft a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4. We want these for later on. Gonna pop those in our loadout. If you're familiar with the sleep pots, you know what I'm going to be using them for. You'll know exactly what we're going to do, what the plan is for those, given where we're going. But yeah, it'll help. It'll help. What have I done? What have I done? I want to go to crafting. That's right. Well, we're not really going to use them in this video, but so first things first. Let's get to the round table. We've got enough. We should have enough money on this to upgrade. If you haven't got enough runes left over, you can either go to the troll field or to our usual cash point. Or we should have a chunk in the inventory. Yeah, these are these two are quite big ones. That'll get you the money you need, but we should be. It doesn't cost a huge amount for what we want to do. But we'll keep an eye on the guard boost.
Where have you been hiding?
Oh, here and there.
I took you for dead.
You always say that.
Out your arms.
Alright. I don't want a tattoo, dude. I just want to upgrade my gear. So, I'm going to upgrade you to plus 15. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, our guard boost is now 62. Which is kind of the base of most great shields, like a real great shield, I'll show you. I mean, it is a great shield. This is a great shield for different reasons, but yeah, these have a guard boost 65, so it's not quite as good, but as I said, if you use the Great Shield Talisman, you get there. What guard boost does, I should probably explain that, shouldn't I? If you're familiar with the game, you'll know, but if you're not, guard boost is the amount of stamina damage negation, stamina damage negation that you take when you block, because obviously everything you do costs stamina, and the more guard boost you have, the less stamina you take when you block. Obviously with the Great Shield, they have a high guard boost, and when they're leveled up you have max guard boost and you don't really take any stamina damage. Now you can mitigate it with the Ashy Wall Barricade Shield, but we can't fit an Ashy Wall on this shield, so we have to do it mechanically if we want to upgrade anything. Now what I want to do now is show you, because obviously as you know, this shield regens health over time, and the sword regens health on each per kill. What you want to do is bolster our healing over time. So how are we going to do that? That's quite clever. So if we no, we need to jump here, don't we? We're going to pop a map marker around here somewhere. Yeah, this spot here. We're going to jump to the 4th Church of America. 4th Church. I'll show you what we'll do with this. Yeah, so there's a lot of ground to cover. The introduction didn't really do the video justice. There's actually a lot of stuff I want to do this video. We're going to pick up some really cool items too, as well as sadly committing a murder, but it's got to be done. Every playthrough I've done, I've followed through every NPC's quest line, but this time it's for me, you know. I mean, the sadly thing is, even if you do follow the NPC's quest lines to the end, most of them die anyway, so they all die in fact, so in a sense I'm putting them out of misery early, doing them a favour. We don't want to do this night. We're not going to fight anyone here, we're just going to run through, we're going to jump, we're going to get on the... Now they're going to follow us up, but if we're quick, they won't catch us. Let's go. Up, 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 up. Getting rained on, it's terrible. Oh, miserable day. A miserable day in the Weeping Peninsula. Who would have guessed it'd be miserable with a name like that, right? Oh, we can't. Remind me to get rid of that map marker. Let's use this. Oh no, where are we going? Too late, boys, too late. It's funny. That bit of time. We're actually doing well. We're doing very well. So, there's a side of grace here. Now this is actually a back door into the Landel capital. But it's not really, because I should explain where we were. There's a big lift here, this elevator. We can't use the lever. The lever doesn't work at the moment, sadly. The city looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at it. It's so picturesque. Ah, there's another weapon on this dragon, isn't there, if I remember? Yeah. Boulder Grantax is another one we might play around with this series. We're trying to cover as many dexterity and arcane sort of weapons as I can. Because what I do in these videos, cause if you're familiar with a lot of the Elden Ring content other creators put out, build videos are very common, right? So you say this is level 150 build. You want this gear, this gear, this gear, this gear. You can just do what you want, and like that's great. How do you get all that stuff? Because some of the stuff is very high level, and you got to get there, right? And I like to showcase how to play the game as a game, you know. We're going to rest at this side of grace. You notice we can't fast travel anywhere, and that's not until we've rested at the side of grace, much like the Tower of the Turn that took us to the Silly Crystal Tunnel. Same deal. We're just going to ignore him. He's a pain in the ass to kill. You don't really get much money for it. If that makes sense. So all we want is his talisman. We're going to run. No. No. No, thank you, sir. Thank you, but no thanks. Yeah, we ignore him. We're going to run straight down. We rest and we reset him back to his sleeping state. Oh, something in my eye. It's very late here in the UK. I actually been recording all day and had some dinner and had a rest. And it's been editing, and I thought, I was just in the mood for Elden Ring. I'll go back to work. I'm on holiday at the moment. I'll go back to work on Tuesday. I'm trying to get as much video work done as I can, but I've really been enthused with the game today. Just want to get this series moving again, because it's been a bit stagnant. We're a bit slow for a few weeks. They've been a bit sporadic. Where else do I want to go? Yes, of course. We'll explain what we want to do first. We have key items, not bar key items. We've got 3 death root on us at this point, which is more by accident than design. I'm going to sell you that for free. But it works out quite nicely, because what we can do is go to the place Darius sent us, or D. Because he gives an invitation to meet Grunk the Beastmaster, or whatever. Or Beastmaster Grunk. Right, I want to get rid of that. Right, I messed myself up. Right, let's gotta go this way. This is quite a fun little setup I'm going to show you. You might be familiar with it, you might not. Since we're using the gear that we've got, we may as well exploit it if we can. This is deep in the heart of Kaylee. We have no business being here, although actually I'm going to come back here probably next video, funny enough. Not to kill him though, he is above our pay grade. But oddly enough, I don't want to wake him up. This is the Dragon Barrow, and there is a dragon we're going to go hunting for probably next video. So we get so many, there's 2 dragons actually. There's one on the bridge and there's one that's... I think a lot of people kill him early on to get power level up, but we'll do it. We want to do it to boost Arcane. Because everything else we're going to do is boost our stats significantly, but Arcane's the one that doesn't get... We want to get higher. A lot higher. I didn't want to rest here, did I? You fucking idiot. It looked like he was reading a book there, but it actually is tabard in his face. So this is the Beastmaster Garank. Hello. Give him a death root. I'm going to have a swig of my cider.
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnished. Bring more deaths.
Okay.
I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
So it gives the claw mark seal on this and a beast eye. The beast eye you can use to identify more death root, because obviously when you get near a death root it quivers. The claw mark seal is a pretty solid seal. We use this extensively in the Prophet playthrough. It scales with, it's a hybrid seal, so it scales with strength and faith. But much like the Dragon Communion seal, if you're using incantations that scale only with faith, they only scale with it only uses the faith scaling that you've got. So even if the incant scaling is very high, if your faith is low, the incantation is shit. Which is the downfall of the clawmark seal. You can get quite high. You can get it quite high incant scaling. You can do some quite good damage, but you're never going to outscale like a pure faith seal. It just doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But anyway, let's speak to him again. To give him 2. When you give him the 4th one, he spazzes out and attacks you, and then that is death at the moment.
More. I'm not sated.
Okay,
Feed me more. Death.
as you wish.
More. I'm not sated. Feed me more. Death.
It's like a bestial vitality as well. It's like a hungry dog. I was talking to my dad earlier, and he has he's a widower now. He's got a little dog as his companion, little Lola, and she'll have her dinner, but she still sits there waiting for him to give her a bit of his roast dinner. And even after he's given her the food, she still wants more. It's just funny. He's very much like that. Anyway, bit of useless trivia for you. So if we jump into inventory, you know what? We'll rest. We're going to swap in the incantation. We don't have enough. We've only got 3 slots, memory slots at the moment. I'm going to show you how to upgrade these slots in a bit. But we can't use this incantation. We can use these 2 naturally. We can't use that at the moment, so we're going to get rid of that. I need to get rid of these spells in storage. I forget we've got poison, blood flame blade, and I even forgot we've got flame grant strength. We've got some pretty groovy stuff. Oh, that's Golden Order stuff. Yeah. I reckon a bubble would be cool if we had enough faith, but we don't. Anyway, that's your vitality. Let's go. So, I didn't equip the seal, did I? I forgot that. I did it in the practice run, I forgot about it. So, you can have this on us at all times because it has no weight. The only other seal that has no weight is the Frenzy Flame seal, or flame, whatever it's called. Yeah, this basically. What am I doing, dude? What am I doing? This heals HP over a period of time, which if we were to swap out, we're going to use our talismans this time. Yeah, we're going to swap out for the Blessed Dew talisman. This also restores HP over time. And we're going to pop in the Assassin's Crimson Dagger. We're actually, for the next bit of the game, we're going to be a critical hit build. Or no, we're going to be a guard counter build. I'll share to use this now. So the next port of call, finally, is to speak to Millicent, who should be on the tree grazing hillside of Grace. We're going to get there now. And she should be just on the cliffs here. Hi.
Now, I'm tracing the path Melania took.
Yeah.
She's passed into the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
She has. Give the Valkyrie's prosthesis.
Giving me this arm.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am in your debt yet again, I think.
Oh, I'm going to get it back.
If
Trust
the
me.
arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again.
She doesn't even bother to change her clothes all this time.
If the arm, it
Right.
might be possible perhaps then.
Right, so where we next meet her, this moves her along in her storyline, so she actually moves up to here. Well, below, but we're going to put a map marker around here, and we're going to fast travel to the Road of Inequity, side of Grace. Side of Grace? Side of Grace. And we're going to roll this way. And we're going to show you what kind of fun we can have with our current loadout. I'll make sure I'm going the right way. I get disoriented very easily. Especially when it's like 1:45. Jesus, late. I didn't eat till very late as well. I was recording, editing, and I suddenly realised it's like 8:30. I need to get to the shop to get some food, right? Right, let's deal with this bitch. Alright, nutcase. Right, let's show you what this does. I'll take a hit. Now watch. Watch your health. Regen. Fuck, the arm was broken. Fuck it. Alright, well. It's a case in point, but watch it recharge over time. Look at it. It's crazy. Eat it. Eat shit and die. Yeah, so we're a guard kind of build. Ooh, that stings. Come on then. Come on then. Oh no, none of that. You get the wind to the face. How do you like them apples? Okay. Scooting ahead further up into Crazy Town. This is, I think it's called Windmill Village. There's a side of Grace coming up, and then we'll find out what it's called once and for all. I always call it Windmill Village, but I don't think that's the actual name. But it's basically, it's full of, the women have eaten all the men, so all these dancing women are all kind of, there's some kind of festival and they hate all the men. That's why they keep attacking us. They kind of keep throwing devices and then they just suddenly turn nuts. And we're going to kill them all though, we're going to kill everybody, because you get quite a lot of runes for doing this, so... It's worth doing for that. We're actually going to rest here. Now we're going to get up. And we're going to deal with this nutcase. We're going to get Get rolling. Awesome. Yeah, it's obviously it's not the quickest way to play the game. It's not to do the most damage, but it is kind of fun to just walk around and just health it up. Our main problem is we're basically squishy, so we're wearing tissue paper for armor. Over the next few videos, we are going to fix that though. I have a solution. I've been talking about getting rid of this seal for ages, but what we're actually going to do is upgrade it. And I think I mentioned earlier we're going to upgrade this to the store seal, and then we're going to activate the Great Rune, Godric's Great Rune, and boost all of our stats. Then we're going to go kill some bosses and power level Arcane, baby. And then at that point the game enters cruise control. Come on. No, none of that. No! No! Mistakes were made. Oh my god, there's loads of them. This might be a good time for a lightning pot. No, no. No. It's time to recharge. Come on then. But it doesn't really matter with our health boosting setup. I wanted to load this. This is broken. Come on, girls. Come on then. This is definitely a broken way to play the game. Obviously, it's not much good in a boss fight. Or certain enemies, the trolls, the abandoned coffin, for example, or the not ogres, they do not give one fuck how quickly your health regenerates because they take so much off when they hit you. They twat you and it's over, man. But you know, we have other solutions for enemies like that. That's why we've got our creative loadout, so we can have a solution for every problem. A lot of builds, I noticed Faction Life particularly, they focus on a particular build, or they make a build around one weapon. And I always feel like that's kind of a boring way to play. That's my preference. I like the builds, they're clever. But I like to, optimising the build is one thing. And we'll certainly utilise a lot of those different techniques for different gear. But I like to, look at this. Yeah, I like to mix it up a bit. Find creative solutions to problems. What's this? This is a rune art. Yeah. We've got a collection of these at the moment, and that's going to get higher. So we're at the point now where rune arcs are part of the equation. As you said, what are we, level 67? We are very rapidly going to get from, I think the next few, we'll get 75, 80. Then on the way to 100, you're in cruise control, man. We'll be unstoppable until consecrated the snowfield. Oh no, what about dogs? Eat shit and die, motherfucker. Right, who else is there? Is there no one else? Murdered everybody in the village, as you do. It's the Elden Ring. How do I get that? Oh, this torrent problem. Yes. Alright. It's probably worthless, that's the worst thing. Stormhawk Feather ×3. Actually, that's pretty good, because those Stormhawk arrows do massive stagger damage, and Stormhawk feathers are an absolute fucking ball ache to grind. So I haven't really used them much in this build. We've got some, but I'm not farming those feathers. You can fuck right off. The drop rate is, even with high discovery, the drop rate is so low, and there's only about three of them you can farm. You got to kill the same 3 over and over again, forever. I'm not interested. Yeah. We're having the time of our lives. Okay, we're nearly there. That'll be 25 minutes. Despite everything we've done, we've actually made really good time. No. Okay. Right. We're here. The moment of reckoning has come. So we're going to get our health back. I'm going to pick up this, wherever it may be. It's up ahead. Oh, I forgot. We've got another item to pick up. We picked up last video. Mariah's Mask. This increases our Arcane by 1 point. Doesn't seem a lot. But don't be ungrateful. But more importantly, we look badass. As we get bigger armor as well with this mask, we start looking like a real psychopath. But yeah, Elden Ring bling is Elden bling. Drip check is the way to do it. So we're gonna summon Millicent, and I think this is a job for a hero and a half shell. So we're gonna pop in this, and we're going to pop in the Bloodhound's Fang. Which I've gone right past, haven't I? Because I'm a fucking idiot. There we go. Now, there are a couple of things we can do to make this fight a bit easier. First of all is by this. By this. By this. This doesn't last very long. Pop a bluey. We've got to be as aggressive as possible. Also the sleep pots, of course, yeah. Got to wait to this second phase for that. It's going to hurl Black Flame at us. You don't want to get hit by that because it reduces your health permanently. Well, at least for the fight. That. He's a slippery little fucker, isn't he? That weapon does damage. Need sleep pots, how about that? It does murder Millicent though. After she's dead, you're in a lot of shit, so. Fuck, right, let's grease it up. Didn't even eat the cheesy with sleep pots. Save them for the next Godscreen fat fuck we meet then. Alright, that's awesome. Although, yeah, we've got to find, we've got a lot of runes on us now. I've got to find a use for sleep pots. Maybe we'll go bear hunting. I don't really want to take another Godskin right now. But, I thought they'd come in handy. I really did. So if we rest at this side of grace, like this, and now Millicent is here, so we're gonna have a quick chat with her.
Ah, the arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder.
No, that's why I want it back.
It feels just like my own, even handling a sword.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword.
Yeah.
Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle again, should you ever have the need.
Sadly, you know, I'm having second thoughts. I'm
I
trying
would
to,
have you call it is
I'm
the
trying to
only
remember
way.
if there's any other fights she comes in handy for. I'll double check. You know what? I've got a change of heart. It's ironic given the video title, but she helps us kill the Draconic Tree Sentinel. That would be pretty amazing. I don't know. You look like a sociopath. Summoning for the Draconic Tree Sentinel fight would actually be incredibly helpful. Because that fight is a nightmare on your own, and she'd be very helpful in that fight. I didn't think this through. We're not going to be using the prosthesis just yet. I think I mentioned before, didn't I, that it I got it in the practice run. If you attack her and she kills you, she uses Waterfall Dance, same as Millennia. And if she kills you, you can't talk to her again unless you hand a celestial dew into the turtle boy, the good dog, you know, the good boy. She will attack you on sight and she will just murder you. You got to kill her. When you kill her, you got to use element of surprise and just take her down quick. Using her to kill the Draconic Tree Sentinel, because we want it for the Mariah's Execution, the Brigale Shade, but we're not using it at all at the moment. It won't really become relevant for a bit. I leveled it up to play around with earlier, but until Arcane starts rolling, this doesn't really do what it advertised, and the weapon itself doesn't really do what we need it to, and we've got to get some other items to make it to power it up, as well as power skills up. But the problem is, if we don't we'd have to summon her. We can't. Let me think about this for a second. Nah, we've got to do it. What am I doing? We've got to do it because we can summon her for boss fights, but we won't see her again until Forbidden Lands, which is near the end of the game in many ways. Because we're going to have to clear the castle, and by that point we'd have gone through Deep Root. We've done more than a half the game, maybe 2/3 of the game at that point, and I want to be using the sword before then. No, sorry, Millicent, you're gonna have to go. Whoa. I feel morally outraged. I feel terrible. We follow Alexander's questline, and I like the guy, even though he is, you know, the law of the pot is they eat the dead, and their bodies are full. The jars are full of the souls and the souls of the warriors that they killed. It's kind of fucking horrific, but I still feel terrible when I have to kill him, and we'll probably have to kill him early in this playthrough as well. We have to kill him earlier than usual. I don't want to wait for his great shot because we're going to need that too. And it's like, man, that's killing 2 NPCs in one playthrough. I'm going to feel like a real bad piece of shit. But we're a bandit, so go. You know what? Oh, fuck thyself.
Why are you doing this?
Oh no, no.
Not forget.
Oh my god.
But this day
Yeah.
is our farewell.
Yeah. That's Waterfall Dance. If we lose all the runes from that leveling up, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck so bad. Right. Yeah. It's no joke. Your attack's in sight now. You watch. As I said, she's no joke either. We're gonna have to take her out quick. Neither am I.
Ending like this.
What if all dance is broken?
I won't forget what you have done.
Honestly, neither will I. I feel terrible. I killed him in my practice run, no problem. I didn't even think about the consequences. This time round, on camera, when other people are watching and I've got to face the consequences, I feel like a real bastard. But, fuck it. We've done it. We've done it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's jump to the gate front and let's see what we want. And let's see if we can find a tavern to have a good drink as well. I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible. Let's jump down. Yeah, I mean, obviously killing these guys at this point is not a fair representation of the gear that we've got, because these guys are weak as shit at this point. But, yeah. Also, how many points do we need to level up? 26,000. You can do that with... one of these. Do that with two of these. Honestly thought that was the 3,800 one, but I was wrong. Anyhow, I feel sick. I killed an NPC. I don't like that. It's permanent now. In practice, when I could reload, now I can't. Oh well. Oh well. We better use that fucking sword, though. I'll tell you that for free. Otherwise, I'll never live with myself. So, we're gonna pop another point into strength. We want to get strength naturally to 22. I know Arcane needs to be done, but trust me, we're gonna power level Arcane like a bastard very soon. Alright, so don't stress about that. Basically, between now and level 100, Arcane is going to... Our course damage dealing stats are going to power up very, very quickly. After level 100, you want to start switching back to put points into HP, into vigor. Because vigor needs to be at the bare minimum 50 naturally, ideally 55 to 60. I mean, 55 is where you want it. So you can run a great rune. But got a great rune and get you to 60, but you need vigor to be about 60 by the time we've taken the end stage content. Otherwise, especially when we're as squishy as we are, I mean, we will be. Things are going to change a lot for us. Alright, I'm probably going to keep this helm because I like it, but we're going to get all the way up to poise 51. Because we're going to need it for when we use incantations and stuff like that. Mirage execution. We need uninterruptible attacks, even if we trade damage, which is another reason why we need a lot of vigor. And that's a big mouthful. So let's show you what we got. Show you what we won. We won. We murdered an NPC. Millicent's Prosthesis. This boosts dexterity rate and boosts it by 5, and it also raises attack power with each consecutive attack. Which, I think, I said it in the introduction, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's 4, 6, and 11. I think. And if you follow a quest line, it gives you the rotten sword insignia, I think, or the wing sword insignia, which is inferior. It doesn't give you the dexterity increase. We're not going to show you how to use it yet, because on its own it won't make much of a difference. We need to power it up. We need a few other talismans to make it really work the way I want it to work. But we can look at a new incantation that we can't use, which is not there. It's Scaring Black Flame, which is Faith 28, which is beyond the scope. Maybe towards the end. I can't remember. We want to use Golden Veil later on, I believe. So Faith will have to go up a bit, and as well as some of the Dragon Cult Incantations, Dragon Communion Incantations will need more Faith, but I think we cap out at 24 or 25. I don't think we go as high as 28. So with the Great Room, maybe we'll get there. But we're not really so we're not a Faith build, so it doesn't really matter. But weapons wise, now this is where things get interesting. Remember very early on in the episode 2 or 3 we picked up the Twin Blade and we barely used it since. Well, no, that's not fair. I got it to farm Beast Bones and I had every intention of using the Twin Blade, but I got wrapped up in other options. But at this point we have an upgrade. I didn't want to take this too far because obviously we had other weapons to use. But now we have the Godskin Peeler. This is like a pimped up version of the other Twin Blade. And what I mean by that is, we'll not load. This has a pretty banging incantation on it. The webinar. Which is pretty good AoE. You can also put Ashes of War on it. I don't know if we can get Black Flame Tornado as a separate Ashes of War. I'll have to look that up. I can't remember off the top of my head. If we can, we could put a gold scaling on this later on. That'd be kind of broken, but I don't know if we can. I'm just speculating. It's not a build I've ever tested. But what you notice here is it scales with dexterity in a pretty big way. Far more than the Twin Blade is more of a quality weapon. This goes up very high with dex scaling, and we can make use of that. Oh yes, we can. We'll show you its moveset. Hi. Good night. Pretty interesting. It's fast. It's faster than fast. Look at the heavy attack on it. Yeah. That's overkill. Obviously, if we had more poise, what I've noticed with this, that is, if you can get interrupted. Obviously, I didn't want to do it, did he? Fucking moron. Kill him. What I noticed is, obviously, with our lack of poise, that is an interruptible attack. So if we get hit, we just get, like, if we're gang raped. The idea you want it for AoE, but when you get like a basic Godric soldier with a longsword can topple us at the moment, and then you just get murdered. But once we hit the poise break point and we've got enough HP, we can do some dirty things with it. So we're going to keep this as part of our arsenal. There is one other pole blade that we could use. It's also very good, which is Eleanor's pole blade, which is also would be phenomenal for us. So I'm not building a bleed build like since the very beginning of this game. Bleed builds have been exploited. Everyone's like, oh, bleed is the only way to play, man. But no, it's not. I've never built one, and I put 1,500 hours in. This is the first time I've ever really played around with bleed, and I certainly don't want to rely on it in any way, shape or form, but it will come in handy at certain points in the game, so we're going to explore it a bit, but not exploit it. Alright, anyway, I've waffled enough. This video's gone plenty. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.